great for their achievements this year, both in their academics and also in our related arts classes. We've had an amazing, amazing year. I want to take this time, this is my very first year at Westwood, and I want to take this moment just to say thank you to you all. It's been a pleasure working with you and working with your children this year, and I have just thoroughly enjoyed being a part of the Fairview community. So I just want to thank you all for your support and just for being just so great this year to work with. I'm so proud of this class. You guys are in for such a treat. At the end of our awards program, there will be a performance by our students. And I want you to know what a treat it's going to be for you. They worked really hard, and I just know, you're going to thoroughly enjoy it. I'm really excited about that. I want to go ahead and get started. We have our class of 2027. Yes, 2027 is 2019 right now, but in 2027 they will graduate from high school, and they will have their name called just as it will be today, and they'll walk across that stage and graduate, we hope, from Fairview High School. And I cannot wait to be there, be a part of that, and just see what great things are ahead of them. Their future is truly bright here, and so we are so proud of them for their work this year. So at this time, our teachers will introduce them one by one as we introduce the future class of 2027. Our first class will be Ms. Graham and also Ms. Heitch. Ms. Graham and Ms. Heitch, I'm going to turn it over to them at this time.
Lincoln Kelly, Alyssa Gibson, Carly Hutcherson,
James Williams, Jr. Aiden Nonis, Luke Bass, Lily Hance, Drew Hargrove,
McKenna Leach, Trey Neville, Aniston Richards, Emery Logan, Macy Garrett, Chase Dillard,
Eamon Birch, Wyatt Messer, Natalie Kershaw, Nicholas Coleman, Jacob Raymond, Arabella Berlinski,
Kenley Brown, Faye Zamar, Keely Cisco, Ava Bath, Andy Jane, Jax Crowley,
Emerson Hanrian, Easton Tapia, Kennedy Black, Tristan Rogers, Zoe Turner, Jacob Perkins.
Aurora Smith. Olivia Forrest. Isaiah Moore. Colton Ford.
Carson McGord. Olivia Johnson. Colin Lahr. Audrey Moore. Waylon Wild. Izzy Redden. Skylar Wolf.
Brandon Smith. Mason Lyon. Alex Brewer.
Up next is Aaron Jones' fourth grade class. Georgia Jimenez. William Thompson. Trina Blair. Brooklyn Ladd. Myra Dedrick. Carson Garonson. Beatrice De Silva. Brandon Moore. Allie Penning. Jalen Williams. Irvin White. Jacqueline Roman. Corin Eden. Carly Johns. Trace Comstock. Eli Calvert. Darnell Chambers. Cortland Lavender. Melissa Gomez Ramos. Sorry. Jeanette Calvo. Arheep Sidorov. Harley Webb. And Seth Walls. Up next is Ms. Palmer Moore's fourth grade class. Hope Sandlaw. Wiley Tomlinson. Wyatt Langford. Allison Chamberlain. Brandon Olvera. Javon Story. Maya Johnson. Miriam King. Cully Fiddler. Jordan York. Evan McNeil, Kessler Giuliano, Addison McCulley, Ava Floyd, Wyatt Davis, Hayden Green, Orrin Holder, Hudson Brewer, Nathaniel Spence, Preston Schroeder, Jake Johns, Noah Simmons, Zekiah Bell, Caden Garner. All our students will please stand. Parents, please join me in giving them a round of applause. At this time, we will have our pledge of allegiance, so if you'll please stand. We will be led by Andy Yang and also Harley Webb. Thank you. May be seated. Students, you may be seated. Thank you. Here at Westwood, we are so proud of our students. We have very high expectations for them in their academics. We want to be sure that we are preparing them for the future. And so at this time, we want to recognize our students for academic excellence in the following subjects. We will be recognizing them in reading, math, science, and social studies. There will be a boy and a girl from each classroom, each homeroom, that we'll recognize. We'll begin with the subject of reading. If you will hold your applause until the end of me saying the boy and girl from each homeroom, and then we'll give them a round of applause. So in the subject of reading, for academic excellence, if the following students could please stand. From Ms. Hyge's room, Carson McCord and Emerson Hanneron. From Ms. Jones's class, Corin Eden and Darda Chambers. From Ms. McCord's class, Wyatt Langford and Cully Fiddler. And from Ms. Graham's class, Jax Crowley and Carly Hutcherson. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you. It's a really great class. I know you can tell just as much as I can. I love them. They're so good. All right. In the subject of math, we would like to recognize the following students for having academic excellence. From Ms. Hyge's homeroom, Tristan Rogers, Olivia Johnson. From Ms. Jones's class, Mason Johnson and Melissa Gomez. From Ms. McCord's class, Hudson Brewer and Kessler Giuliano. And from Ms. Graham's class, Andy Yang and Alyssa Dixon. In the subject of science, we would like to recognize the following students for academic excellence. From Ms. Hyge's class, Colin, Laura, and Zoe Turner. From Ms. Jones's class, Bergen White and Jenna Calcote. From Ms. McCord's class, Orrin Holder and Ava Floyd. And from Ms. Graham's class, Lincoln Kelly and Elena Vaporis. In the subject of social studies, we would like to recognize the following students for academic excellence. For Ms. Eich's class, Waylon Weil and Kennedy Black. For Ms. Jones's class, William Thompson and Jacqueline Roman. For Ms. McCord's class, Wiley Tomlinson and Allison Chamberlain. And from Ms. Graham's class, Colton Fuller and Kinlan Brown. Thank you. We have some pretty great teachers around here. We sent out, I might go a little partial, but we sent out our Awards Day awards, and they mentioned that we were lacking an award, that we need to be giving a Most Improved Award because we have some students who have worked extremely hard this year, who really just went the extra mile. And I couldn't agree more with them, and so we added, at their request, the award of Most Improved. So this just means that they have worked extra hard, and we want to recognize them for that. So again, there are 2 from each class, so I will call them. For Ms. Heich's class, Eamon Birch and Zoe Turner. For Ms. Jones's class, Cortland Lavender and Beatrice De Silva. For Ms. McCord's class, Wyatt Davis and Zakiah Bell. And for Ms. Graham's class, Chase Dillard and Ava Bath. Thank you, boys and girls, for your hard work this year. Great job, guys. Hard work pays off. We're very fortunate here at Westwood to have a phenomenal related arts program, and I can say that having experience as an administrator in another district. I cannot tell you what a phenomenal related arts program we have. We have very talented teachers, and they are very gracious to share their talents with us, and I am so grateful to have them here for our boys and girls. And so we have Mr. Schuster, who teaches our art class, Ms. Barnhill, who teaches our library class, Ms. McClanahan, who teaches our music class, and in PE we have Coach Redding and Coach Davison. They are phenomenal people, and they really put their heart and soul into our related arts program. I don't know about you, but when I was a young child, school sometimes needed a little extra into it, and our related arts teachers put that into our school. So really want to recognize them, but also they are going to recognize our students in each of those areas who have really just excelled in the arts and in their classrooms. So we will have a boy and a girl from each of those programs that we will recognize that those related arts teachers have chosen. So for the art class, Mr. Schuster would like to recognize Jacob Perkins and Olivia Johnson. You'll please stand and let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. Some very creative students, very creative. It's very impressive. From the library, Ms. Barnhill would like to recognize Andy Yang and Emery Logan. If you'll please stand. Very good, thank you. From the music class, Ms. McClanahan would like to recognize Wiley Tomlinson and Melissa Gomez Ramos. And from PE, Coach Redding and Coach Jason would like to recognize Amon Birch and Ava Floyd. Thank you. Very good. This year at Westwood, we added a little extra something to Field Day. Now, I have learned now that Field Day to people at Westwood is a different thing than what I think of. What I think of as Field Day is a traditional day of competition. It's where you get bragging rights, it's where you have the 50-yard dash and the sack race and just that old-fashioned field day. So we did that a little different this year when we added in a trophy in the mix. We gave some bragging rights for the field day trophy to our field day champions for each grade level. We also, just to make it a little more fun, we had a plaque out in the hallway. So I hope you noticed there champion. They got to take the trophy back to their room. Teachers were pretty excited about it. And, but they also always have their name, their homeroom name on that plaque forever with the year that they were the field day champion. So a pretty unique tradition was sort of kind of added to our field day here at Westwood. And so, it's my pleasure to share with you, they already know, because we might have announced it at our rally, but if you're in Ms. Hyde's class, will you stand? And Ms. Hyde, you're going to have to stand with them, because she was just as much a part of that field day as they were. Pretty sure, I don't know if you know this about Chrissy Hyde, but she's very competitive, bless her, she's going to get me, but she is. And she got that class pumped up from day one. The minute I said trophy, they were training, literally, for field day. And so anyways, what's really special, boys and girls, I want you to hold up number one, hold up. Because they were number one in the entire school, not only their grade, but they won field day for the entire school of Westwood. So let's give them a round of applause. Thank you so much. Ms. Hyde will have that beautiful red trophy in her room all next year until she has to share it with someone else if she loses it. Not gonna happen, right? Anyways. All right. Super fun times. We want to recognize our students for the award of citizenship. We have a boy and girl from each classroom. So if you will bear with me, from Ms. Hyde's class, Aiden Quinones and Izzy Reddy. From Ms. Jones's class, Elijah Calca and Harley Webb. From Ms. McCord's class, Evan McNeil and Miriam King. And from Ms. Graham's class, Grant Smith and Emery Logan. Let's give them a round of applause. We are very fortunate to have some really great extracurricular activities. I tell you what, I have learned how to be a more green person in this world. When I first got here, I'll never forget walking in and seeing many trash bins by the door of my office, thinking, why does anyone need 4 trash bins? And I learned real quick, because these boys and girls make sure that we recycle, and that we reuse, and that we keep our earth clean. And so I appreciate so much their work this year, their passion. I don't know if they're getting you at home, but they're getting me here at school. So I really appreciate their work towards that. So I want to say thank you. So if my green team students will stand, you're a part of the green team. I want to say thank you to these students for working hard all year to make Westwood a green environment. So let's give them a round of applause. If you guys will remain standing, I want to share that this group, part of our green team, we actually turn in some things for that to get grant money, and we get to use that to, it's called the beautification fund. I'm told that in years past it purchased some of our beautiful murals that we have, and then also I know that this year we've used it to kind of keep up our grounds. So out front we have our bushes trimmed, or trees planted, things like that. So that's a big part of this green team and the work that they do. So thank you guys for making that possible here at Westwood. Thank you. We also have something called Safety Patrol, and that is so neat and unique here at Westwood. I don't know if you see those beautiful smiling faces waving, and as you pull it in the driveway, no, it's not Julie Langford wherever she is. I mean, yes, you are always waving and smiling, but we also have some beautiful children out there waving great folks, and so I appreciate that. What better way to start your day than with a friend who's willing to walk in if you need a little extra help. So it's really been great. I know our pre-K students have enjoyed having you guys. So if you are in the Safety Patrol, if you could stand for me. And I just want to say thank you so much just for making starting all of our days off right, and also just keeping all of our kids safe, both in the mornings and the afternoon. So let's give them a round of applause, please. Thank you so much, guys. And we have more extracurricular activities, right? There are more here at Westwood. I tell you what, you guys are busy people. If you are a part of our chorus program, which is quite impressive, please stand. Please stand up. I tell you what, it is the most beautiful sound to hear your children sing, and our chorus is second to none. I tell you what, They did a great job. They performed at Fairview Middle School. They did a great job here at our chorus. I appreciate so much that they go to different events and just perform and share their talent with all of our community. So I want to recognize our chorus, and let's give them a round of applause. Thank you so much. Trivia Bowl was super fun this year. I got to see a lot of great pictures from that event, and I know that our parents helped prepare our students for that. So if you participated in Trivia Bowl, if you don't mind, if you'll please stand. If you participated in the Trivia Bowl here at Westwood, I know that they had a great time. They competed against our students in our 5th grade, so we are super proud to have our Trivia Bowl folks up there. Next year, you guys are going to take home the win, right? Yes, I know it. You will. You'll do it. All right. Thank you, guys. Let's give them a round of applause. There she is. I was looking for Miss Alberson. She's giving me a look. But she's going to come on up here. She has helped us out tremendously with our perfect attendance, well, our attendance committee this year. We really try to put a focus on not making it punitive, but rather rewarding to be at school. So some of the things we've done is Ms. Langford and I have went around to classrooms and we have read to students, and we have enjoyed that thoroughly. They'll get their letters, so if everybody's present, they get a letter until they get all the letters on their board, which spells attendance, and then we get to kind of read to their class. And it's just been really fun. Might have been taped to a wall this year for some attendance and different things, but it's been really fun. And so we want to recognize our student who has had perfect attendance all year long, hasn't missed a single day, and we have a special little gift. So Andy, can you come down? Come on down, Andy. Let's give Andy a round of applause. That's pretty impressive. Andy, I want you to hang out, because Miss Alberson has a special treat for you, because the only day out of school that Andy gets is when Carol Birdsong falls. So we're giving him an I Love Carol Birdsong shirt, because when Carol Birdsong falls, that's his day out of school. So let's just give him, and I also want to thank you to his family. Where are they at? Are they here today? Is your family here? They are not. Andy, I'm going to call your parents today and brag on you. We've got it on video, so we'll share it with them. But thank you. You be sure to tell your parents thank you so much for having you at school. We appreciate that. Oh, yes, Ms. Alice reminded me, we are going to take all students who had perfect attendance, so boys and girls, this is for next year, okay? If you have perfect attendance all next year, we'll do it again. But this year, we're going to take you guys to dinner. How about that? Sound good? You're going to dinner with me in South West one night? All right, right here in the good old town of Fairview, we'll find someplace good to eat. All right. Thank you, buddy. Congratulations. Let's give him a round of applause. I'll tell you what. Andy, you might just want to hang out with me. Andy, come on back down here for a minute. AR is a big deal here at Westwood. We do a lot of reading. Do you do a lot of reading? Yeah? Like every day? Giant. Oh, giant. I don't touch those. Okay. Giant books. I read the kid books, you know, ones before bed. So anyways, Andy has really worked hard this year, and he has our top points for Accelerator Reader. So we want to present him with a trophy from Miss Langford. She's going to give that to you. So let's give him a round of applause for his top reading. Sorry, buddy. Let me ask you one question. Boys and girls, did you enjoy the AR parades this year? You like that? You like the music? You like the pom-poms? It was fun, right? Did you? Oh, great. All three? Well, we got one coming, right? Okay. So we enjoyed those. We had a good time rewarding our students by having music and playing that after the announcements. All students get to be involved. Even if you're not in the parade, you're still in the parade because you go out and cheer for your friends. So it's been a really great and unique experience and way to reward our students for reading. So we appreciate that. At this time, we want to recognize our top tiger. for them. But we've had a great time at our PBIS Rally and Reward Days. A big part of that is recognizing our students for having great behavior. So we always pick a top tiger at each of those assemblies of the 5 to 6 weeks that we have for each of those periods. But at this time, we want to choose a student. Our teachers have chosen a student, 2 students, a boy and a girl, for our top tigers. So this is a student. These are students who have been all around great this year. So if I could have Harley Webb join me down here. There she is. Come on down here, Harley. So Harley and Andy Yang are going to be our top tigers this year. So let's give them a round of applause. You're in store for something big. This group has an amazing performance for you guys. They are going to be singing A Million Dreams and How Far I'll Go